Hello, this is TSD, time, speed and distance, lesson 3.1. In this I will discuss the questions on relative speed. The concept I discussed in lesson 3, here I will discuss the question. So as there is no new concept in this lesson, so you should try to pause the video, try to solve yourself, then look at the solution. And how you have to solve? Minimum writing is very important. You have to write minimum, think maximum. You have to solve the question with the help of logic, concept or option or assumption, using any one or more of these. Now let's start with the questions. The first question I'm going to discuss is this: a thief steals a car at 3 p.m. and drives it at a speed of 70 km per hour. The theft is discovered at 4 p.m. and the owner of the car set off to catch the thief in another car at a speed of 80 km per hour. At what time he will catch the thief, and what is the total distance traveled by the thief when he was caught by the owner? The thief steals the car at 3 p.m. So at 4 p.m. he will cover how much distance in 1 hour? Thief speed is 70 km per hour. So thief will be here at this point and he will travel the distance 70 km. Here will be the owner. Owner will be here. Now thief will be here at 4 p.m. after 1 hour. He stole the car at 3 p.m. So after 1 hour he will travel 70 km. He will be at this point running here. Owner will start chasing the thief at 4 p.m. The distance between them is 70 km. Oh, thief speed we know that is 70 km per hour. Owner speed is 80 km per hour. Now what is the relative speed? As both are moving in same direction, relative speed is the speed of faster minus slower. That is 80 minus 70, 10 km per hour is our relative speed. It means that what is the meaning of relative speed? The gap between them will reduce. The gap will reduce between them at a speed of 10 km per hour. That is the meaning of relative speed. Now first question, at what time he will catch the thief? Time we know that distance upon speed. In relative speed questions I will take distance as a gap. So we need to reduce the gap of 70 km. So that gap becomes 0 and thief should be caught. And speed should be relative speed. Gap is reducing at a speed of 10 km per hour. So in 7 hours, the owner will catch the thief. The second question was, what is the total distance traveled by the thief when he was caught by the owner? So total distance by thief. Total distance by thief. Distance we know that is speed into time. Thief's speed was 70 km per hour. That was his speed and he traveled for 8 hours. Why 8 hours? Because 7 hours the time taken by owner to catch the thief, and he was advance traveling for 1 hour, 3 to 4 p.m. So this distance would come 70 into 8, 560 km the thief traveled, and after 560 km the owner caught the thief. Second question is, X and Y are two stations 840 km apart. Let's make a diagram. Here I am making a diagram. X and Y are two stations. This is station X, this is station Y. Diagram will make this question very easy. P starts from X towards the Y. Here is P. Q starts from Y towards the X. P speed is 90 km per hour. This is given to you, 90 km per hour. Q speed is, Q starts from Y simultaneously same time, move towards the X at a speed of 120 km per hour. Distance is 840 km. Now first question is, after what time they meet? Time you know that is equals to time to meet is distance upon speed. Distance is when these two X, P and Q will met, the gap will become 0. So we need to reduce the gap of 840 km What is the relative speed? Relative speed, I told you that two objects are moving in opposite direction. Relative speed will be speed of A plus speed of B. So in this case, relative speed will be 90 plus 120, that is 210 kilometer per hour. So gap will be reduced. Relative speed, I am just writing here, relative speed in this case, relative speed is 210 kilometer per hour. What is the meaning of relative speed? Increase or decrease in gap per unit time. Here by common sense, the gap between P and Q will reduce. So gap is reducing at a speed of 210 kilometer per hour. That is the meaning of relative speed. So how much time it will take? 4 hours. 4 hours. 4 hours will be your answer for the first question. Now first question I can solve verbally. You don't need to write. No need to write for this question in exam. No need to write. If such question come in exam, no need to write. You can verbally solve. Distance is 840. Relative speed will be 90 plus 120, 210. So 840 by 210. 4 hours will be your time. B part of the question was, what is the extra distance traveled by Q as compared to P when they met? Now extra distance, they met after 4 hours. So P distance traveled by P in 4 hours would be how much? 90 into 4, 360. Distance traveled by Q in 4 hours would be 120 into 4, that is 480. So extra distance traveled by Q as compared to P is 480 minus 360, that is 120 kilometer. Otherwise you can solve verbally. The extra speed of Q with respect to P is 30 kilometer per hour. So they are meeting after 4 hours. So 30 into 4, 120 kilometer. That will be the extra distance traveled by Q. Because for every 1 hour of travel, Q will travel how much extra? 30 kilometer. Because P will travel 90, Q will travel 120. So extra distance every 1 hour for Q is 30 kilometer. For 4 hours they are traveling. So 4 hours extra would be 30 into 4, 120. So in this way you have to solve verbally these kind of question. If this question comes in exam, for me I will solve this question without writing verbally, and that's you need to practice. First you should try to write minimum and try to solve, then you should practice verbally. Question 3 is, two cyclists starts from same place in opposite direction on a straight road at 6 AM. One goes toward east and other goes towards west at a speed of, let's say this is a straight road. Here are the two cyclists. First cyclist went towards the west at a speed of 30 km per hour. His speed is 30 km per hour. Cyclist number 1, C1 I am writing. C2 also starting from same position. He is moving here towards east at a speed of 24 km per hour. Now, at what time the distance between them is 90 km? This is the first question. Now, first thing you need to understand is relative speed. What is the relative speed? Now, as I told you, you can calculate relative speed in two ways. First is when two objects are moving in opposite direction, you can see that speed will be added 30 plus 24. 54 km per hour will be relative speed. Or otherwise you can see that after 1 hour the gap between them will be 54 km, because he will travel 30 here, he will travel 24 here. So gap between them now is 0. After 1 hour the gap between them would be 30 plus 24, 54. Or you can say that whenever relative speed is 54 km per hour, what it means that the gap between them will increase or decrease depending on the situation. In this case the gap between them will increase at a speed of 54 km per hour. This is a bit different question than we discussed in the previous slides or in this slide also. Here the gap is increasing. So in relative speed either the gap can increase or decrease. Here the gap is increasing at a speed of 54 km per hour. That is the relative speed. Now what the question is saying, at what time the distance between them is 90 km. Now time we need to calculate. First question, A part I am solving. Time is distance upon speed. Now how much distance we always take in terms of gap in relative speed. How much distance we need? We need to increase the gap between them. Increase the gap between them as 90 km. Gap is increasing at a speed relative speed. Gap is increasing at a speed of 54 km per hour. Why 90? Because at present situation the gap is between them is 0. Both are at same point. We need to create the gap of 90 km, that is the distance and relative speed. You can simply solve that. Answer is 90 by 54. That is 5 by 3. 5 by 3 hours is the time at which at this time the distance between them will be 90 km. B part was at what time the distance between them is 10350 meters. Again you can calculate this time. Time is distance upon speed. We need to create the gap of 10350 meters. Here is the meters. At a relative speed, gap is increasing at a speed of 54 km per hour. Again you can convert this. I am solving this here. The time was, we have to increase the gap of 10350 meter. Latest speed was 54 km per hour. I need to convert into meter per second. 5 by 18, this 3, this becomes 10350 upon 15. Now 15 6 is 90, remainder is 13, 15 9 is 135, so 690 seconds. 690 seconds will be time when the distance between them will be 10350 meters. Fourth question is, two cars P and Q start at the same time from A and B, which are 360 km apart. The point A and B I am making. Point A and B is 360 km apart. Here the question wants to say that P starts from A, Q starts from B. Although not clear from the statement, but I am telling you, car P starts from A towards B, car Q starts from B towards A. The two cars travel in opposite direction. They met after 3 hours. If they travel in same direction, that is from A towards B, P meets Q after 6 hours. What is the speed of the car P? Now in this case no speed is given, but times are given. So simply you can calculate. First is, when they are traveling in opposite direction, the time is 3 hours. Now time, you know, that is distance upon speed. We need to reduce the gap of 360 km in order to meet them. Speed, we don't know the speed. Let's say speed of car P is SP, speed of car Q is SQ. Latest speed will you get added when the cars moving in opposite direction. Time is given to you. How much time is given? 3 hours. So can I say, if you solve this, you will get the value of SP plus SQ. Speed of car P plus speed of car Q, you get the value of 360 by 3, 120 km per hour. This is the equation number 1. Second statement says that if they car A, this is point A and B, car P is traveling from here, car Q is traveling, they are traveling in same direction. The question says that if the car are traveling in same direction, that is from points A to B, this is mentioned, both are traveling from point A to B, P meets Q after 6 hours. This gap is 360 km. P meets Q, it means that P speed is more, this is faster one. After 6 hours, this time is given. Now you know that time is distance upon speed. Here we also need to reduce the gap of 360 km. Now the latest speed will not be SP plus SQ. Two objects are moving in same direction. Latest speed will be SP minus SQ. This time is given to you 6 hours. This T is given to you now is 6 hours. So you can simply calculate here SP minus SQ would be 360 by 6, 60 km per hour. 60 km per hour. Now what we need to calculate? What is the speed of car P? You can simply add this equation. If you will add these two equations, what you will get after adding these two equations, I am just writing here. After adding these two equations, you will get twice of SP twice of speed of car P will be equals to 180 kilometer per hour. So speed of car P would be how much? 90 kilometer per hour. And that will be your final answer. If this question comes in my exam, I will definitely make these two equations, this is 1, this 2, and find the answer. The diagram I am making just to explain you. So these kind of question can be solved under 30-40 seconds, and that's how you need to solve. In the next lesson, I will continue with more questions on lattice speed. Try to understand these questions, try to solve yourself, and then look at the next lesson. Thank you.